Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching from. This is Jacqueline Kinoti, your transformational life coach. So today I'll be talking about signs that you can be able to identify to know if you have unresolved childhood trauma. I've talked about childhood trauma in another video. Maybe you can be able to go back and check so that you can have a glimpse of what I'm talking about. And so many people say that they don't have childhood trauma. They say that they had this great childhood and they are okay. But there are those signs or there are those things that you are able, that happen in your life that you're able to identify, to understand that this comes about as a result of unresolved childhood trauma. And those are the kind of things that I'm going to address today. And first sign is emotional outburst. Are those people that they get triggered, or maybe they just cry maybe over an issue that has happened. They see themselves crying maybe over and over again. Maybe there are those people who have so much anger issues, they will yell, they will shout, or maybe they will destroy things because they have been triggered, because there is a sin inside that has been touched, that has not been dealt, or a wound inside that has been triggered, that has not been dealt with. And so if you experience that kind of maybe anger issues, emotional outburst, you're able to understand that there is something that you need to work on. Another sign is addiction. I've also talked about the issue of addiction in another video. You are able to understand that addiction is how to cope with painful feelings. There are those people who want to numb their feeling. They want to forget the weight of the emotions at that time, and therefore they get addicted to many things. There are those people who are addicted to sex. There are those people who are addicted to food. There are those people who are addicted maybe to drug and have substance use. There's so many kind of addiction. I've also mentioned in that video. You can be able to go back there. Then if you're dealing with the issue of an addiction, then you need to understand that there are unmet needs that you need to address. There is unresolved pains that you need to address. There are suppressed emotions that you need to work on so that you can be able to overcome the issue of addiction. Another sign is low self-esteem and self-hatred. When most of the time you feel that you are not good enough, you feel like you are not worthy, you feel like you have that self-hatred for you. Maybe you don't want to see your body, you don't want to look at your body. You have that that thing that you feel that you're not good enough, you're not beautiful enough. Then you need to understand what is beneath that. And when you're experiencing that, you need to understand that that is one of the signs to show that you have unresolved childhood trauma. Another sign is like lack of boundaries. Many people say having boundaries is like being selfish, but I usually say that boundaries is how you set the limit, is how you set the boundary on which things that you can allow. You can set boundaries on various things, but you need to show people it is to this extent that you can allow 1, 2, and 3. And when you're failed to create healthy boundaries, then people are going maybe to take advantage of you. Maybe they are going to abuse you because you have no voice for yourself, you're not showing up for yourself. And therefore, when someone has no boundaries, is, as I've said, is a sign of showing that you have unresolved childhood trauma. And this happens especially maybe when you grew up in a family maybe where you're not allowed, the boundaries are not respected, and therefore that is what you need to revisit and understand what is really happening, why you're not able to make healthy boundaries. Some people say having boundaries is selfish, of which is not. It is understanding to which extent that you can allow some things in your life. Another sign is the fear of abandonment and rejection. And so a person who has grown up, or maybe who was exposed to traumatic experiences, maybe the one way that causes this child trauma is rejection, is abandonment. And maybe you are left. There was no communication. You didn't know. You felt like you are rejected. And so as now you grow up, maybe it is maybe in a relationship that you have found this person that you feel that they love you, but now even this person, even if they are abusive to you, you don't want to speak out, you don't want to seek help, you don't want to call it quit, because beneath that there is a fear of abandonment. You don't want to feel that this another person is just leaving me again. You have that fear inside, and that is what I'm saying, that you need to reverse it and understand what has impacted you. Where did this fear of abandonment, or where did this fear of rejection originate from? Another sign is need to control. Are those people that are so controlling. And when I see a person is controlling, deep inside is a person who is insecure. A person who is controlling is a person who has ever been controlled before. So when a child is growing up, maybe the caregiver, they are controlling, it's all about what the caregiver want. Sometimes the child has to suppress how they are feeling so that they can make the parent happy, or the caregiver happy, or to do what the caregiver want. After all, this is the caregiver that is supporting them. So when they are not going according to what the caregiver want them, then that support, that love will be withdrawn. And so a person that has learned that if being controlled is how people are going to fall what I want about them, then this person will control. Another way a person is controlling because they feel this is how it should be, because they are being controlled, they want to do the same, they want to project what was done to them. Another sign is self-sabotage. I've also talked about self-sabotage in another video. Various ways that people sabotage themselves. It can be procrastination, it can be perfectionism, it can be negative self-criticism or self-talk. So you need to understand various ways that you can able to know this person as unresolved childhood trauma. Another sign is people pleasing or codependency. There are those people that are enablers, or maybe they will support a person to continue distracting themselves. That those people, a person who is a codependent person is a person who is meeting a need. Maybe the need to belong, and especially this happens maybe that originate from the childhood, when maybe a child is expected to behave in a certain way so that maybe they can make the parents happy. Maybe they have to behave in a certain way so that the parent can support them, or the caregiver can support them, and so they learn this up to even the adulthood. And because I've seen that is in another video that about the programming. Now how a person has been programmed, if they learn to take care of other people's needs first, that is what continues even in the adulthood. I usually say that how you treat yourself is similar to how you are treated in the childhood, because that forms the part of programming. So it's very important to understand things that signs that you can able to notice or identify, to understand if you have unresolved childhood trauma, so that you can able to address them, you can able to heal them. It is very possible to do that, so that you can able to reparent yourself and meet and connect to this inner child and meet these needs that were not met. And it is possible, if you make a conscious decision, you can seek help and you can be guided on how to solve that.